I've been up 7 days a week counting this money. The things people would do to take it from me. In my bag, going stupid, going dummy. They saying hey because the life I live is lovely. I've been up 7 days a week counting this money. Things people would do to take it from me. They saying hey because the life I live is lovely. Please, ain't no one stepping the way that I'm stepping. My shoes never get in a crease. I got no time for significant others. I know exactly. It's money. Brought a bestie with her, she don't wanna take this trip alone. Codependent on the substance, let the music take control. You say it's fine. Let's save the talking for another night. Up is down is what's the mood. I just wanna see you move.
Hey kid, my name is Hank Delaney. I noticed you throwing some practice shots just now. You remind me of me when I first started out. Start by lining up on the lane for your approach. Use A and D to move left and right. Because you're right-handed, you should typically start your shot from the left side of the lane. Great job! Now let's try aiming your shot. Now you're all set to begin your approach. Great! Now you're on the left mouse button while in your approach, but you can release it for now. These arrows indicate your throw's hook. Right-handed bowlers can only really hook the ball to the left, and lefties can only really hook the ball to the right. Adding hook to Now you're ready to throw the ball. Pay attention to this timing ring in the center. You want to release the ball by releasing Hey kid, my name is Hank Delaney. Start by line. Great job. Now you're all set to begin. Great. Now you're in your approach. Normally, you need to hold down the left mouse button while in your... These arrows indicate your throw's hook. Right-handed bowlers can only really hook the ball to the left, and now you're ready to throw the ball. Pay attention to this timing ring in the center. You want to release the ball right as the moving ring overlaps with the blue target ring. Release the ball by releasing the left mouse button and pushing the mouse forward aligned with your aim. Imagine pushing the ball. Great job! Check out this feedback text above the ball after you throw it. Take a look at the strike tracker here. This thing is a bowler's best friend. The blue line here, the lane isn't the same. Different events have. One of the best adjustments you can make to your shot is you can also scroll on your Notice that for spare attempts, you automatically
puts them all in the pit.
Cannot afford to give that one away.
Nice release, nice results.
That's what we call a full rack attack. All 10 down.
Looking for a streak here, 2 in a row. Knocks down 8 pins, leaving the 4 and 8. Looking for the conversion, needs a good shot. to pick it up.
Big mistake there. I don't know if the release was off or what, but that had no chance.
Oh, that one sure looked good.
That's exactly what you want.
Seeking a double here. Knocks down 7 pins there. Looking for the spare here. Oh, not a bad effort.
Close.
But it's an open frame. Takes out just 5 pins. Now we'll try to convert here. Released just a tad early on that one. Missed it. Open frame. Huge mistake.
How many times have we seen open frames come back and haunt players?
Knocks down 8 pins, leaving the 4 and 7. The graphic shows the conversion percentage. That one got away and landed in the moat. Wow, just lost it and into the gutter it went.
Missed everything on the first. Now they've got work to do.
Can't get out of the jam and leaves it open. Picks up 8 pins, leaving the 4 and 7. As you can see, players on the tour are likely to convert here. Clears the deck. Nice! That ball could have knocked down 30 pins.
That was a beauty.
We've reached the end of another outstanding event. Thank you for joining us, and we'll see you next time.
Found me when I was all alone.
Hey kid, my name is Hank Delaney. I noticed you throwing some practice shots just now. Start by lining. Great job. Now you're all great. Now these arrows. Now you're great job. Take a look at the strike tracker here. The blue line, the gray, the lane is different event. One of the you can also notice that force.
Converts there nicely.
Handled that spare pickup like a pro.
Nine count there with just the 5. 7.5, that's your conversion rate for the 5-pin. Five pin goes down for the spare. Takes out 9 pins, leaving just the 5. 5-pin converted over 90% of the time. 5-pin converted there. Knocks down the 9 pins there, leaving the 5. You see the conversion rate there for the 5-pin, 97.5%. 5-pin goes down for the spare. Takes out 6 pins, looking for a good shot right here. Nice conversion, really needed that.
Goes a little light with that one.
A decent chance of picking this one up. Nice pickup.
Better take care of it.
And down they go.
Hammers them all back that time.
Struck in the last frame, looking for the double here. Money ball. Got a strike on, looking for the triple here. Takes out 8 pins, leaving the 4 and 8. We'll try to clean it up here. Nice job converting there.
Good touch there. That's not a gimme.
That's a cherry on top kind of strike.
Put that one flush in the pocket. Nice looking strike.
What a show that was. Thank you for joining us, and we'll see you next time.
So, you think you've got what it takes to be a pro on the PBA tour? I used to be a pro myself, and trust me, it chews most folks. This is the hub for your bowling career. Sure, every PBA legend started somewhere, but for every one of them, 1,000 others washed out before they got close. You've got big dreams, kid. Just don't The event map is where you enter events to check out your ball collection to see every ball you own and choose which. Visit the clothing shop to try on new Let's head to the event map. Welcome to the event map. This is where you compete in events and advance your bowling career. There are many different types of events. You earn PBA points. Your career is broken into distinct tiers, each one marking a new milestone in your bowling career. Here you can see what you must achieve to events you've already won are marked with a green check. You'll only earn PBA. Why don't you start by proving that you at least have
Hello and welcome to this special League Night broadcast. Glad you're with us. Rob Stone, the Hall of Famer Randy Peterson here with you. The pins are set, the chatter is loud. Released just a tad early on that one.
Goes a little light with that one.
Looking for the spare here. Well, a less than perfect start to this one.
Goes light there and missed the target.
This one can definitely be picked up. Gets the spare here. Takes out 9 pins, leaving just the 5. You see the conversion rate there for the 5 pin, 97.5%. That's a swing and a miss. 9 count there with just the 5 remaining. 97.5, that's your conversion rate for the 5-pin. 5-pin converted there. Knocks down the 9 pins there, leaving the 5. This one is rarely missed. 97.5% conversion rate. 5-pin goes down for the spare. The 5 and 10 remain standing, looking for a good shot right here. Missed that one.
The 5-10 split is one you really need.
There's the 4-5 split.
To convert this, you just need to put the ball between the pins.
Looking for the conversion, needs a good shot. Does not get it.
The
The 7-pin holds, will not go down. 7-pin is no gimme, but still picked up 93% of the time. Down goes the 7-pin. There's a strike.
Well, that just stopped.
Looking for a streak here, 2 in a row. Picks up 9 pins with just the 8 remaining. 8-pin dropped over 95% of the time. Clinched the match, but the fundamentals never fade. 9 count there with just the 8 remaining. That concludes game 1. Stay tuned for game 2 coming up after the break. Starts with the strike. Looking for double strikes on this throw. Nice start here. Opens with 2 in a row. Has the turkey in sight, looking for 3 strikes in a row. Knocks down the 9 pins there, leaving the 5. 5-pin converted over 90% of the time. 5-pin converted there. That looked nice, but leaves the 7. 93% conversion rate on the 7-pin. The 7-pin is no problem. Knocks down 9 pins there, leaving the 8. The 8-pin gets picked up over 95% of the time by the pros on the tour. Sends the 8-pin. Puts only 7 pins in the pit. We'll try to clean it up here. Picked it up! Wow!
Yeah, that's some great bowling right there.
The 5 and 10 remain standing. Now we'll try to convert here. Missed that one.
The 5-10.
Takes out 9 pins, leaving just the 8. Tour average for the 8-pin, 95.8%. Sends the 8-pin into the pit. Nice! That ball could have knocked down. Trying to get a streak going here. Already the winner. Now just showing off. Already has 2 strikes, looking for a 3rd. There's the turkey.
Good looking shot right there.
Looking to add the ham bone to the menu here. And a big mistake there.
Those are the kind of mistakes that can cost you the win.
All right, that'll do it, folks. We hope you enjoyed all the bowling tonight. Take care. Hello and welcome to this Candlepin Bowling Challenge. Seven count there. We'll try to clean it up here. Two pins remain after 2 balls. Released just a tad early on that one. 9 box. Knocks down 6. Now we'll try to convert here. 9 pins down after 2 balls. Strong finish to the frame. That's good candlepin bowling right there. Bang! That's a candlepin strike, folks. Threaded. Got a strike on the last turn. Eight pins go down, leaving the 6 and 7. Tough, but not impossible shot here. Just the 1 pin remains after 2 balls.
Great patience and execution. That's how you close out a frame in Candlepin.
Picks up 9 pins with just the 8 remaining. Good chance at a spare here. 9 pins down after 2 balls. Full count. Took all 3. Knocks down 7 pins there. Looking for the conversion, needs a good shot. Just the 1 pin remains after 2 balls. 9 box. Picks up 8 pins, leaving the 4 and 7. Looking for a good shot right here. 9 pins down after 2 balls. Full count. Took all 3. Knocks down the 9 pins there, leaving the 5. Looking for the spare here. Picked it up with authority. That's how you fight through a tricky frame. Knocks down 8 pins, leaving the 4 and 7. Good opportunity to pick up this spare. Just the 1 pin remains after 2 balls. Every pin matters. And they got knocks down only 5 pins there. Now we'll try to convert here. Just the 1 pin remains after 2 balls.
Great patience and execution. That's how you close out a frame in Candlepin.
Another outstanding event has come to a close. On behalf of Randy Peterson, I'm Rob Stone, wishing you the best. Hello and welcome to this Sweepers League. Just a tad late on the timing there. Only 7 pins go down. Looking for the conversion, needs a good shot. Well, a less than perfect start to this one.
The key is to not let it snowball from there. Refocus and move on to the next shot.
Knocks down 6, leaving the 2-4-5-8. Converted over 70% of the time. What will happen here? Converts it easily.
Not an easy one at all. Nailed it.
Picks up 6 there. Looking for the spare here. Couldn't convert there.
Yeah, rarely going to see that one made.
$5-10 split.
To convert here, you want to hit the left side of the 5 pin and knock it into the 10. Not that difficult if you're accurate.
Misses it. Fails to convert.
Yeah, I went for it, but just couldn't deliver.
Oh, the 10 stands. You see how often the 10 pin is converted 95% of the time. 10 pin, no problem. Oh, that one sure looked good.
That bowling ball was like a wrecking ball going through the pins.
Looking for 2 in a row. Picks up 9 pins with just the 5 remaining. This one is rarely missed. 97.5% conversion rate. 5 pin goes down for the spare. Picks up 9 pins with just the 8 remaining. The 8 pin has a 95.8% conversion rate for players on the tour. 8 pin goes down for the spare. That shot punched the words right out of me.
That's some pretty good pin action right there.
Perfect delivery for the strike. Looking for another strike now to get that turkey.
You bet.
3 straight now, Randy.
Just throwing filth right now. Nasty stuff.
There's the ham bone. You betcha. That's the end of round 1. Stay with us for round 2 coming up next. Picks up 8 pins, leaving the 4 and 7. This one can definitely be picked up. ball.
All pins down, no problem.
9 count there with just the 4 remaining. The 4-pin has the highest conversion rate on the tour. Cleans up the 4-pin there. Just crushed the pins with that.
There's no room on the deck after that shot, folks.
Takes out 7 pins. Looking for a good shot right here. Oh, not a bad effort.
Close.
But it's an open frame. There's a strike. Takes out 8 pins, leaving the 4 and 7. Professional bowlers are awfully good spare shooters and will usually convert here. Puts them all in the pit. Thought that was going to be a strike, but the 7 would not go down. Pin is 93%. Kicks that one into the pit. The 7 didn't want to join the others in the pit on that throw. The 7 dropped at a 93% clip. Cleans up the 7 for an easy spare conversion. And down they go.
All 10 down.
Looking for 2 straight here. 9 count there with just the 5 remaining. 5-pin converted over 90% of the time. 5-pin converted there. That does it for round 2. We've got round 3. Gets the strike to start it off.
There's a nice shot and a nice result.
Picks up 7 pins. We'll try to clean it up here. Failed to convert, but not a surprise. 7 down. Looking for the conversion, needs a good shot. Open frame after a tough split. Knocks down the 9 pins there, leaving the 5. 5-pin goes down for the spare. Picks up 8 pins, leaving the 5 and 8. Looking for the spare here. Easy conversion there.
Not the toughest, but certainly no gimme. Conversion.
Messenger, yes, in it goes.
I used to throw messengers like that, said me. Never. That was just dirty.
And down they go. Trying to stay dialed in here with 3 straight strikes. Dialed in, 3 straight. Working off 3 strikes in a row. Got the ham bone.
Great release on that one. Very nice.
The ham bone has been delivered. Looking for a 5. Knocks down 9 pins there, leaving the 4. 4 pin is converted 98% of the time. No problem. Takes care of the 4 pin. Nice looking strike there.
Absolutely aced it. That shot was magnificent.
We've reached the conclusion of this event, and what a competition it was. So long, folks.
It's Hank. Figured I'd check in, see how you're holding up out there. Word travels, you've done all right in the locals, but now you've unlocked the right to enter state events. Show me you can hang in state competition, and then